blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do the people of this age loathe me so? But the liar replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence. But the liar could no longer soothe his cries. Thank you. Really, you're all too kind. Make sure you don't miss tomorrow's performance. Oh! I haven't seen you around before. You know, I'd like to think I know everyone in Mondstadt. What's your name? That doesn't sound native to Mondstadt. I've been to all of the 7 nations, and it doesn't seem to be a common name in any of those places either. But I like it. It suits you. Anyways, I take it you're not from here. That's someplace I've never heard of. You must be from another world then. Don't worry, I'm not albedo. I wouldn't want to do any crazy experiments or anything with you. Plus, you're not the first person to come here from another world. Take Fischl, for instance. She's an investigator for the Adventurers Guild, but she claims to be from another land entirely. She often speaks in an odd tongue, so do not worry if you can't understand her words whenever you meet her. So, as the Knights of Favonius would say, welcome, strange yet respectable traveler, to the city of Mondstadt, where the wind sings, the children play, and the bards can drink their wine all day. Oh, right. I should probably introduce myself. I'm Venti. Venti the Bard. Not to mention one who's been granted the title of Best Bard in Mondstadt 3 times in a row. Since you've only just arrived, that means this was your first time hearing one of my tales, wasn't it? Did you enjoy it? Your praise fills my heart with joy. That story was of Dvalin, one of the 4 winds of Mondstadt. Up until recently, he had been known as Storm Terror. But thankfully, the aid of a certain outlander from another world was able to quell his venomous heart. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Oh, it's nothing. Just talking to myself. Say, would you like to take a walk with me? I wouldn't mind telling more tales of Mondstadt's history. Perhaps. I'll also find inspiration for a new story. Well then, what are we waiting for? Now, where should I start? Huh? Is the story true? Well, every tale has to come from somewhere. Even the most outlandish must contain a shred of fact. It is part of our history, after all. But out of all the tales I've spun for the people, I believe this one holds the most truth. This one, alongside the story of Old Mondstadt and the rebellion. You could say I've been blessed to be privy to such information to weave my tales from. Or perhaps cursed may be a better term. Information and knowledge aren't always a good thing, and there are times when even someone such as myself envy those who live in ignorance. But those moments of jealousy don't last long. Because I'm truly thankful for the friends I've made, learning about their experiences, and becoming enlightened to their strife. It's thanks to this that I can tell their stories. And hope that their memory continues on. Maybe someday your story will end up in a bard's poem. Oh, the ending? Well, the story was made before the Outlander arrived, and I'd much rather make another story about his savior than alter the ending of the original. It may not be the happiest of endings, but what matters is the truth behind it. Plus, everyone longs for the sequel to any good story, no? I'm sure there is a story or two you've heard that you wish had a continuation. So I'll write a poem fitting for Dvalin in due time. One that will be sung for eons in the heart of Mondstadt's people. I guess I do speak of him like an old friend, don't I? Well, that's because we are, of course. I've known Dvalin for a very long time, though I know it sounds far-fetched at best. If you'd like, I could introduce you to him sometime. What's that look for? Don't tell me you're afraid of a little old dragon. Not to worry, he doesn't bite. Well, not if I'm with you anyways. I'll talk to him about it, and let you know how it goes. Everyone in Mondstadt has at least seen him, since he was referred to as Storm Terror not too long ago. And I think you two can be great friends. Oh! Have you been to the Angel's Share yet? It's the bar run by Master Diluc. He owns the Dawn Winery that's a bit southwest from the city. They make the best wine in all of Mondstadt, though they have fierce competition with the Cat's Tail just up the road. I'm going to be performing there tomorrow night. You should come by for a listen. I'll be telling the legend of Vanessa, hero of Mondstadt and a noble warrior who led the rebellion against the tyrannical aristocracy of that time. If you're interested in our history, then I highly suggest dropping by. You could also consult Lisa, the librarian and one of the knights. She could help you find some reference material, as long as you turn in your books on time. Trust me, you do not want to get on her bad side. But anyways, I'd love to see you there. Maybe afterwards I can take you to Windrise. I go there often to clear my head, and it's said that the giant tree holds much meaning to Vanessa. But other than that, it's a beautiful place. One that I'd love to share with a new friend. I can't wait! Okay, if we're going to be friends, I've got to come up with a cool nickname for you. I mean, using your actual name is fine, but having a nickname for each other will bring us closer. How about my Windbloom? Well, it was the fate destined by the four winds that brought us together today. And I can already tell that our friendship will blossom so beautifully that it will be sung about by bards around the world for generations. There's no harm in dreaming big, right? You can take your time thinking of a nickname for me. There's no rush. Unfortunately, I must get going. I've been hit with a wave of inspiration, thanks to our meeting, and I'm not about to let it go to waste. I'll see you tomorrow then? I'm looking forward to it. Take care, my Windbloom.